Yeah.
have one? There you go. It's not just clothes, it's a write-off.
That is true. So I got a whole drawer full of it.
That's right. This pullover here, of which there's only one, my buddy Dexter keeps trying to get it away from me, but this here's a write-off, Stu.
Mm, nice.
Keeping myself clothed. So, what are we talking about today, Stu? Well, anything new happening? Today was Mobility Day for those of you that are following along at home with your workouts, doing what you're supposed to do. Yesterday, Stu introduced a little something. What a jerk. Sometimes I'm just like, anytime there's some subtle reference in the workout. All right. So here's the thing. It's like, it's like, it's hidden too. It's like one line. So you do a little warm up and then you do little squats and then do your little run and then you do some other stuff and you're doing some other stuff. And then there's this one line, 5 minute of wall sit, every 1 minute do 10 squats. Then there
Yes.
was something in parentheses. It was like slightly challenging or something. Just this verbiage. And I'm like I'm up against, and I did it. Unlike the death by push-ups, which gets me,
Yes.
I did this thing and I did it right. I mean, I was like, oh crap. So you start out with this thing like, I say nothing, 10 seconds in, I ain't nothing. 4.5 minutes into this thing, you're like, dang you, Stu Smith, my legs are burning like I got chipmunks with jackhammers on them. And then you try different positions of like your hand. Like if I push down on my quad, does that help? No. If I push down here, does it help? And nothing helps. You just have to get through it. That's the thing. But I love the subtle thing. I don't remember exactly what it said, but it was like slightly challenging.
You
That's
know
like
what's
rest with abs,
yeah. You know what? It's funny because I put that in there because the original name for that is death by wall sits. I figured that would have given it away.
hmm
So
Yeah, but see now I know I can do it, so now I have to do it moving forward. But the death by push-up still sucks. I have trouble
yes.
with that. So what's the point of this, Stu? The point of this is that they're going to. This is I'm turning this into a lesson. So watch what I
Nice.
do here. I'm
Yes.
personalizing this.
I like it.
At certain points, you just gotta get through it. Whether it's
Mm,
setting up your funnel, learning what to do, whether it's editing your sales letter, whether it's finishing your book, whether it's going and contacting potential clients, the things that you don't want to do, but on the other side of it is, eternal glory, fame, happiness, or a potty break or a sip of water. There comes a point where you just got to suck it up and get it done. That's like that. Every one of those workout things is a metaphor for that kind of thing. What do you think, Stu?
yeah, I would agree. I would agree. And in fact, the last 2 weeks, there have been opportunities to do something new.
hmm
And last week,
Workout or business? Have we transitioned
no,
here?
we've transitioned fully
Oh,
to podcast topic.
thank you. Okay, cool. I just want
Um,
to make sure. I was
yeah,
still in my push-up.
I took what you had, and we're running with this.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, Christopher Voss had a really good one with return on relationships. We started that podcast out with gratitude and thanking customers and things like that. Just kind of hitting that one back and forth a little bit. And I got the idea.
hmm
So I wrote a full article,
hmm
and all I did was say, "What am I thankful for?" And I went to the super blog post Genie and said, "I'm thankful for you know return customers. I'm thankful for people on the PT club. I'm thankful for my military.com for publishing my articles. I'm thankful for what, and I just realized this, Jim.
Uh
I should have said I'm thankful for Jim Edwards
huh. For this genie.
for this Genie. So I apologize for that.
That's
More,
okay.
way much more than the genies though. So I'm thankful for you for many other things. Um, but anyway, I just wanted to say thanks to all the customers. And so I wrote this article. Super blog post Genie pumped out a really cool article, put some pictures in there, and then sent it out, newsletter, social media, and what a nice response from people.
Really?
And just saying, just people saying, "Hey, yeah, we should be thanking you." And man, I've been with you for over 20 years now. This is thank you. It's just I wasn't even fishing for that. I be honest with you, it
Uh-huh.
actually turned out into a really good advertisement because all the things I'm thanking people for, it is stuff that I sell. It's stuff that I do. I'm thankful for, all of these different areas that are money makers, right? That people are buying, and it just places it in order um, that is digestible from the customer's point of view, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, now I'm thinking of something. Now we're riffing as we do,
Yes.
but the thank you promo. Again, you don't want to cross over into the line of being here's okay. I'm whipping out one of them big words. Okay, crossing over into the line of being disingenuous,
True.
but this could be part of a promotion. I mean, at Thanksgiving, instead of doing a Black Friday sale where everybody's doing a Black Friday sale, what if part of your promo or your whole promo was thank you? I just want to say thank you. And here's how I'm saying thank you. And here's how I'm saying thanks. Here's what I'm grateful for. Um, so gratitude and thanks and as a way of saying thank you. Um, I think that's really cool. Can you show? Do you want to show the post that you made? Do you want to share your screen?
Yeah, sure.
Because I think it'd be cool for people to see it. It's one thing to hear about it, it's another thing to see it. But
Okey doke.
if you, I mean, really, thank you could be integrated into a whole bunch of stuff. Here we go. I just wanted to say thanks for you
Yeah.
sending me your young children every year for me to torture them on that field. Oh, wait, sorry.
I did very little editing to this.
Just want to take a moment to express my gratitude to all of you who have been part of my journey. Here, I'm going to have it take up the whole screen so people can see
Yep.
it. First of all, I just want to thank you to take time to send emails, ask your questions. I'm also grateful when I get questions. It's easy to find on Google, but I do appreciate it. Nice. Very cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Readers of
So
my
it's
books. Oh, he's got books? I guarantee you somebody read that and didn't realize that you had books for sale.
yeah.
There's like one dude. Um, you know?
Oh, and here's a good one. One guy thought I was retiring because I was saying thanks, like I was saying goodbye, right?
Oh.
So I had to put this in here. P.S. I'm not retiring anytime soon. In fact, I don't see me retiring at all. Seriously, my retirement plan is not to retire. Um, why stop doing something I love doing? You know,
Right.
so if you want to help, if you want help, that's what I do. Check out these resources and that we've helped Spec Ops candidates succeed where others have failed for the last 20 years.
Ooh, look at you with a little bit of self promotion. I like it
Yes.
because
So anyway,
you don't normally get into that whole
well, I will
we
tell you, Jim,
hmm
the genies make me brave.
How is that?
Just wait till I show you part two of this intro to the podcast. Because
Oh,
what we do the week before? Do you remember?
this is why you're the podcast producer. I'm just the meat puppet.
Do you
I'm
remember the LinkedIn bio genie?
Oh, why yes, I do. I do. I remember making that sucker.
Well,
Yes. Okay.
we showed it off, and you know what I did?
Did you use it?
I used it, and guess where I put it?
Facebook?
On LinkedIn.
And how did that
In
turn out?
fact, in fact, you want to see it?
Yeah, absolutely.
It is like I said, it's really it's something that I normally wouldn't say.
Uh-huh.
But I was like, screw it. Let's put it up on LinkedIn and let's do it.
Okay.
Right. So my about LinkedIn page, right? So this is me, LinkedIn. Come down here, they click this about me,
Okay.
and I just was real simple. And this is what it told me: I'm a tactical fitness coach, a pioneer in this fitness genre. Former Stu Smith, Navy SEAL, fit best-selling fitness author, certified strength and conditioning specialist. It's not my job, but my honor to be a small part of men's and women's journey to serve in the military, police, firefighter, EMT, first responder units.
Nice.
So my journey began with graduate from the Naval Academy. I was privileged to serve as a Navy SEAL, saw a need in our society to help people prepare for what we what prepare prepare people who want to serve in our tactical professions, as many are not physically or mentally ready to make it to and through challenging tactical programs. So building on this need, I created StuSmithFitness.com and Heroes of Tomorrow, nonprofit organization designed to prepare candidates to serve. So, over the years, my dedication and unique methods have produced tangible results. Been privileged to successfully train hundreds of SEAL candidates, many of whom graduated from the Naval Academy and others in local Heroes of Tomorrow program. Authored over 40 books. These materials have yielded staggering 90% success rate, and my candidates passing selection programs, that have a 20 to 25% graduation rate.
Yeah, you haven't tooted your horn this well since
Uh-uh.
fifth grade band.
That's right. That's right. Now back in ninth grade when I was bragging on how much I could bench press. That's about that's
Now I did notice you gave bio created with the aid of copy and content.ai. You didn't have to do that.
I did. You know
Um,
why?
why?
Just because one, I appreciate it, but two, I want people to go to copyandcontent.ai as well, because these are business people that are probably going to read this, most likely. Um, and if anybody says, "Damn, Stu, you're calling yourself a pioneer," I said, "No, copyandcontent.ai did."
There you go.
Yeah.
So have
So,
you had anybody, have you, now it's been like a week or a week and a half since you did this. Have you had any reaction? Has anybody, any new action or anything from it, or just kind of there?
nothing yet. I've had a few
Okay.
people contact me and just say, "Hey, you really should post more on LinkedIn." And
Okay.
so I did. So I
Okay.
posted this, 40 and 50.
Oh, hang on. Let me show it again. I wasn't showing it. Okay.
Yeah. So I posted, fitness over 40 and 50 answers to your concerns articles.
Okay.
So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out what audience is exactly over there at
Lem-
LinkedIn for me, because I have over 800 people that I'm what you call it,
Connected
connected
with.
to.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. And this
Yeah.
is something I give credit where credit's due. I've not heard of this. I don't know if you've heard of it. It might be something that's on the way. But I was talking to another former Navy SEAL, and he told me that this concept that's coming around called the business athlete.
Mm.
Have you heard that at all? Like you're in business, but you're also an athlete. You're not an athlete like a pro athlete, but you're a business person who considers yourself also to be an athlete. That's like a thing. I don't know where, how much.
I've heard one person use that term,
Okay.
and I just thought it was, just his way of describing being fit and, you know, doing your business, right?
Right.
Using fitness as a catalyst to be just better at other things. But
The way
I
I interpreted it when I heard it was you are athletic. Like to really kick butt in business, you have to consider yourself also to be an athlete, not maybe not a competitive athlete or whatever, but just anyway, just
Yeah.
something to keep an eye open if that takes off,
Yeah. Yeah, I
because
will.
10 years ago nobody was talking about tactical
Fitness.
I mean
That's
the
true.
tactical fitness.
Yeah.
You invented the genre. Now there's other people that are copying you.
Mm,
Often imitated, never duplicated.
it's quite all right.
But I'm just saying that was something, thinking about people on LinkedIn, all your type A's that want to do that kind of stuff. It could be, I don't know, just a thought.
No, that's a great one. Will
So
do.
that
But
was a
anyway,
great
that
use of that.
that was what I did the last. As soon as the show ended, I'm like, boom, let's take an hour and get this thing done. Didn't even take that long, Jim. Took me about 20 minutes.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So one of the things that we have coming down the pike is we're going to be adding. So let me show everybody real quick the thing that Stu used. Just give me one sec to share my screen. So the LinkedIn bio genie. So the LinkedIn about me bio genie. We actually right now have a group that we're working with that is kind of beta testing this with they do a ton of stuff with LinkedIn, and they're digging this. They're doing a internal challenge, and then they're going to do a big thing. So anyway, we made this to help them, and they're running all through it. But this really got me thinking about how we could make this kind of a little bit more integrated into the whole copy and content. Because what I realized is that we have what we teach here is really comes down to three things. And then I want to show you something that's kind of cool. So it basically comes down to you, the avatar, and the result. Okay, I mean that's really what it is, teaching you how to put all those things together. And then where the magic happens is right here in the middle, where all this stuff intersects and creates the magic. So we have the avatar. Oh, and by the way, where it comes to the result, um,
Mm.
what do you see there now, Stu? It's the genie.
Oh, oh, that's
Once
so
you
cool.
once once you see it, you can't unsee it.
I see it now. I
But
see it.
now, you
Yes,
look at
yes, yes,
look at
yes.
my little buddy over there. Huh? See it? The genie's baked into the whole thing. Kind of
Mm.
cool.
Oh,
So my
clever.
I thought it was pretty cool. But so we got the avatar. The avatar creates all the stuff about that, about the customer. The genies take care of getting the result. But the thing that's been missing has been the you part. How do you bake yourself into this? And so the next big thing that we're going to be adding is going to be a user profile, so that
Ah.
you can create your user profile. And now you can, once you've got that done, just like an avatar, now it's like for a user. So if you were an agency or something, you could have multiple users. Stu could have his user profile for the young bucks, and then for the old bulls, that kind of thing. And it just makes it faster. And then also, when I know that you've got the user profile, it makes it easier for me to make and integrate you with the genies even more. And so this is going to be the next quantum leap
Yes.
inside of copyandcontent.ai. And it all came about because of looking at this user profile and realizing that I could I could take the avatar, put the two of them together, and make the genies even more amazing. So that's what's on tap for a while now. I mean, it's not like instantly going to be there, but that's the direction that we're going. And I think what that's also going to do, make it easier for people who are doing agency type stuff, doing things for other people. It's going to make it easier for them to help people.
Smart.
So that's pretty cool. But hey, the little genie in the thing, I mean, that's just too cool.
Yeah, I
So,
like it. I wonder what we could come up with besides you. Like Avatar is such a cool name for what our customer is. What's you?
well, it's the user profile.
User profile? Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine. But user profile doesn't roll off the Avatar.
the Uvatar. Yeah, that sounds like some sort of
I'm a fan. I love
no,
it.
no.
I love it.
Once you're in, you would understand. We can call it the Uvatar internally, but I think user
just
profile is
just the
probably what
letter
we're.
U. Uvatar.
Yeah, it sounds like something out of the Odyssey and the Aeneid.
I love it. I
Um,
love it.
so there you go. So that's
So
kind of cool.
no, I love it. That's great.
Um, so if you're excited about that, those of you who are already copyandcontent.ai subscribers, if that gets you excited, the Uvatar, the user profile, if that gets you excited, give us a little bit of love in the comments, or give us a like or a heart. Or if you think it's nonsense, then give us the ugly face or the weird little huggy heart icon. So, Stu, what else? What else should we've caught up on the
Well,
thank
I
you
would
thing?
say we do a little super blog post genie walkthrough and look at that addition that you put in there.
Okay. I was gonna save that for
That is
genie
relevant.
hacking, but
That
if
is
you've
relevant.
got, it is absolutely. But do you have you've got other goodies for genie hacking here at the top of the hour, right?
Oh yeah, yes, yes.
Okay. I don't want to shoot. All right. So let me show you real quick over here on the super blog post genie. Dun dun dun. All right, let me zoom in. So super blog post genie is all about how to do cool stuff. All right. So we're actually going to load Stu's avatar, which is aspiring special operations candidates, crush fitness test. And then I'll show you, he's promoting an article or Stu Smith Fitness or whatever.
Okay.
So about half of this thing's filled out. So now we're going to write a post about crushing your fitness test. And so you want short, medium, or long, or extended, Stu?
Let's go medium.
All right. And is this going to be advertising content, educational, explanation, informative, instructional, inspirational, what?
We'll make it educational.
All right. And so now, topic of this blog post, do you want to do crushing your fitness test or something
Yep,
else?
absolutely.
Okay. Okay, so your audience, aspiring special operation candidates, that's all from the avatar. Now, this is something new that I have added literally this week, all right, in preparation for the user profile. So one of the things that will load out of the user profile are your credentials and your basic bio. There's probably about 7 or 8 other things too.
Hmm.
So now, but look, I think I have emphasized a word here, Stu. What word am I emphasizing here?
Relevant.
Relevant credentials. Okay. So relevant credentials, these are things that if you think about a business card, these would be the things directly under your name, like best-selling author or, former US Navy SEAL. So relevant to this would be former US Navy SEAL, and I would say
Tactical
certified
fitness coach.
tactical fitness coach. Okay. And then relevant basic bio. What the heck did I just do, Susan?
Oh, go to the right. There should be an X. X that out.
I think I hit me a F12 or something in there. I was whacking buttons too fast. Okay, so now relevant basic bio. Now this is where people could tend to get a little crazy with like, oh, let me just copy and paste in my about me page. No, That's not what you're going to do here. You're going to put in a couple, three things. And then when you see what this does, you'll be like, oh, okay.
Mm.
So, what would be a couple, three things relevant to your bio for fitness test stuff? Failed my first military fitness test.
I've been fitness testing for 30 years.
Okay. Probably longer than that.
Yeah, actually, yeah, 30.
Yeah, more like 40.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bitch when you do that math. It's like, oh yeah. Yeah, I've been selling online since the 1900s, Stu.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, okay, been fitness testing for 35 plus years. Have coached how many kids? How many
Thousands.
thousands of thousands of successful spec ops candidates. Okay, now this is all I'm going to want you to put in. Okay,
Okay.
you'd be tempted to put in a whole, graduate U.S. Naval Academy and blah 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 blah, but you'll see here in a second. So all the rest of the stuff came from the avatar, what you're promoting, writing style. Let's do Entrepreneur Magazine. Overall tone is, let's say, inspirational, perspective second, and we'll do disc style of DI. Is
Hey,
that
before you
cool?
hit build, can you put one thing in there?
Uh-huh.
It's more of a piece of advice,
Which
right?
thing?
And tell me where you think it belongs.
Okay.
Like, don't even talk to a recruiter until you can crush this fitness test.
Okay. So the topic is crushing your fitness test.
Yeah.
Note, don't even think about talking to a recruiter until you can till you can consistently crush the test.
Yes.
Okay. So now I'm going to hit build, and just based on we got two different ways it'll build your blog post. Okay. It will build your blog post under all the things that we put on here about style and everything, Entrepreneur Magazine, inspirational, all that good stuff. Okay. Or it will build it based on the disc communication style. So you want to join the ranks of Elite Special Forces? Well, first thing, you need to crush your fitness test. If you can't even dominate the physical aspect of selection process, there's no way you'll make it through the mental and emotional challenges that lie ahead. But don't worry, we've got you covered with some tips to help you crush that test and improve to yourself that everyone else you're on the right path. That's not bad, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now, and of course, it'll generate the headlines, it'll do your summary bullets, all that good stuff. But remember, our aspiration now is to start building more of you into all of this content and the stuff that we're doing.
Okay.
So it'll do your social media, find, all the stuff. All right. But down here, there's two new things.
Hmm.
And I have this for the disc and I have it for the Genie style as well. So concluding paragraph integrated with you. And then the thing here that says reflections, which reflections is basically it's gonna integrate you into the entire blog post. Now, let me tell you,
Huh.
this is why I tell you to be kind of minimalist on this stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so now think about, we finished up this blog post. How does it end? It's like, so keep pushing, grinding, believing in yourself, because the only way to crush fitness tests, put in the work, stay focused, all that good stuff. I mean, that doesn't sound too bad, but peep this. So as you set your sights on the formidable fitness test before you, think of it not as a barrier, but as a milestone on a journey you're wholly equipped to conquer. With 35 years of diving into the deep end of fitness tests myself, and having had the honor of steering countless spec ops hopefuls towards their apex, I've seen firsthand the grit and resolve needed to excel, not just to pass, but to triumph. Take these shared strategies to heart, knowing they're forged from a life dedicated to the very excellence you seek. Embrace the grind and humility and unwavering commitment, and let each day's effort be a testament to your determination. After all, it's in the quiet dedication of your preparation that you'll find the strength to not just meet, but exceed your most arduous goals. Remember,
Mm.
it's not the accolades or past titles that define us, it's the resilience we build and the challenges we overcome. So it kind of builds in you into a little bit. Now, this one's probably going to take a little bit of edit just simply because, you might not say arduous, but I mean, it's got you in there. So
Man, I tell you what, Jim, that's
it's cool.
that is really good.
So what now this is the one where again, being careful how much you put in there, and I'm going to show you the part where this gets kind of I say the genie then becomes a narcissist where even the meanest mean girl in high school would be a little bit embarrassed to read this.
Okay.
But embarking on the journey to join Special Operations Forces is an admirable endeavor that demands exceptional prowess in every facet, physical, mental, and emotional. As someone who's been navigating the rigors of fitness testing for over 3 decades and having served as a former U.S. Navy SEAL, my personal experience has crystallized one truth. To thrive in such an elite community, your baseline must be excellence. Excuse me, we're peeing excellence today, Stu.
Mm.
This is why I emphatically echo that before you even consider conversing with a recruiter, ensure your ability to not just pass, but consistently excel in the fitness test.
Nice.
So I got a little bit of work to do on this. I mean, it's pretty
Minimal.
it's minimal, but one of the things here is that it's not too bad as far as reflecting on my time preparing candidates, including countless successful spec ops aspirants, I've come to appreciate that readiness transcends physical benchmarks. It's about cultivating a robust lifestyle dedicated to fitness. Okay, so again, you can generate the disc one down here. I'm going to be honest with you that the disc generating the blog post based on disc and then generating the you stuff into it doesn't sound all highfalutin. It sounds a little bit more natural. Again, this is just me being overly hypercritical, okay? And so then what I mean, once it does this, as we wrap up these insights, I reflect on the countless hours I've spent both undergoing and coaching others through rigorous fitness regimes, understanding that the journey to crushing your fitness test is deeply personal and uniquely challenging. My history as a former U.S. Navy SEAL has taught me the irreplaceable value of tactical fitness and the indomitable spirit it cultivates, a lesson I've carried through 35 years of mentoring aspiring special operations warriors. The guidance I share comes from a place of hands-on experience and is echoed in the success of the many candidates I've had the privilege to coach. Remember, while my past may shape the advice I give, it's your own dedication driven by the strategies we've discussed that'll forge your path to excellence. Keep pushing, stay focused, embrace the journey. It's in this endeavor that your true potential will be realized and the fitness test will become not just an obstacle, but a milestone in your storied path to greatness. That's kind of cool.
That's really good. And this would make a great article, but you know where I also could use this? I usually do a 5 to, I don't know, maybe 8, 10 minute max introduction to all my live Q&A shows and then do a little conclusion on the back end.
So it could be a script for that.
Man, it's a yeah, yeah, it's a great little guide for
Now let me
that
show
type of
let me show you
discussion.
how going overboard on this though will make it suck. This is like, salt and pepper's good, but too much salt and pepper makes it suck. So we're going to put in former US Navy SEAL, tactical fitness coach, best-selling Amazon fitness author, father of two, and Beagle Daddy.
Mm,
This is where, been coach thousands, graduate of the U.S. Naval Academy. Um, what else? What else is something cool? Oh, certified
yeah.
strength and conditioning coach.
40 books,
Yeah.
1,000
Uh,
articles.
okay, you get the idea.
Yeah.
This is what the average person's gonna do now. Okay. So now we come down here and we generate. Again, this has no impact on this first thing. Okay. So if you're like loading it up and you're like, well, that's no different when I generate the blog post. Yeah, no kidding, Chuckles. Read the directions. It's down at the bottom. So it's generating this blog post, which will be probably pretty similar to the first one. Okay. So
Yep.
now, though, this is when the true narcissist of the genie is going to employ itself,
Ah.
because I can flat guarantee you this is going to make you sound insufferable even to yourself when you get too many data points in this thing. All right.
Interesting.
So as you gear up to excel in your fitness tests and forge your path to become a distinguished special operator, let the collective wisdom of my 35 years in tactical fitness guide you discreetly. Like a silent champion, or like a silent companion, the disciplined approach I developed as a graduate of the U.S. Naval Academy and a former Navy SEAL has quietly infused my coaching, benefiting countless candidates who now serve with distinction. Your journey echoes theirs, and as a seasoned strength and conditioning coach and a fellow warrior in life's daily battles, I stand with you. Remember, in every extra rep, each additional stride, there lies the unspoken narrative of perseverance shared by a tight-knit family where they wear a trident, supporting their kids
Yeah.
from the sidelines or love their four-legged friend. Okay, that doesn't suck. So embrace the grind and let every drop of sweat chart your course to success, leaving the talking for when your consistent victories over the fitness test speak volumes. Carry on with the unyielding. Okay, that's actually doesn't suck. Um, but this one is where it's, from authoring books to coaching thousands of us, I've learned the success. Let me share. As I've written in my this is where pretty much when you load it up with a ton of stuff, it feels obligated, like kind of like that uncle, to like every sentence is then followed with how I'm cool kind
Mm.
of thing. So it's the thing of, sprinkling in some stuff makes it really good, but whether playing tug of war with my beagle or playing catch with my children, I've incorporated discipline into every aspect of life. What, my God? Okay, you see what I'm
Yeah.
saying though.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's where, so you're like, oh my, and for some people, they might copy and paste that whole about me into it. They might read this and think, man, this finally, something recognizes me as the outstanding individual that I am. Thank God.
Yes.
Um, or thank the genie. So I
That's
just
funny.
caution you about going too crazy with this.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe you should say in there like 2 bullets.
oh no, I don't want to.
Oh.
It's like creativity with the kids, man. In this day and age,
Okay.
far be it from me to restrict you
No. Okay.
in your self-aggrandizement. All I'm saying is that I have found relevant credentials, relevant basic bios, some stuff in there. You'll be good. So that's the kind of stuff. That's really the direction that I want to move in. Now you think about, again, okay, great example. Last night, my wife made amazing dinner. We had night before last, we had Alfredo with veal patty thingies. Bad for you, but damn, they were good, man. I fried them up in the air fryer. It was awesome. So we had some Alfredo sauce left. So Terry got this new spice she wanted to try out, and she got some crab legs and some shrimp. We put them in, and the title of this seasoning is Slap Your Mama.
Mm,
Okay, slap your mama. And
I
it's
have
like,
that.
it obviously has a lot of salt as well as garlic in it. So she's like, hey, that's pretty good. Let me put some more in. And
Oh.
it was it was still good, but we looked at each other and we were like, hey, it's good, but it's a little too much. It's like, but if it had been just right, it would have been freaking amazing. So then
Mm,
this morning we're strategizing how to salvage it, and how do we, it's just fun.
yeah.
It's
It
not a
sounds
cooking
like you
show.
slapped your mama too hard.
Well, when I see her this Saturday, I'll ease off on the gas, okay? But the point is that integrating, this is like my next big challenge, and you know that I love a challenge, Stu. But to be able to now integrate the user profile with this stuff, so it's got personality
Oh,
in
I
it. It's
love it.
got your personality, your stuff in it. That's like the next frontier,
I would agree.
for me, and I'm super excited about it, and it's looking promising. So anyway, it's kind of cool, right?
Yeah, you know what I did?
What'd you
I
do?
I did some articles this morning, and I was able to. I all I did is I put my current bio that I have on my page, and I put it through the rewrite genie, and so it
Okay.
came up with a new thing. So just
Okay.
kind of playing around with some ideas there, just to change it up.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean, that's anymore. When they've seen it once, my God, they've seen it way too many times.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
so, so that's pretty cool. So, I mean, that's pretty much all I got. We got.
Well, I got something for you,
Oh, okay, cool.
and
This.
it's more of a question. So
Okay.
we have kind of gone through the last 2 weeks of my life.
Uh huh.
Okay, what have you been working on last
Um.
2 weeks? What's been the focus?
So Susan and I have been. Well, I've been focusing on this. The thing I'm pointing to the
The
monitor
you?
up here. The thing I just showed you,
Yes,
integrating the U thing,
understand.
and Susan and I have been working on getting the go high level videos done, showing we got the first set of go high level videos to show people how to take the site genie and translate that over into step by step how to put up your authority site. We got my authority site done, jimedwards.com, so that's kind of cool. The other thing that what we realized though, and this I think is not smart, but it is what it is. Apparently, with either a snapshot or a share funnel with Go High Level, you can't share a Go High Level. Um, uh, you can't share a funnel like you can like on ClickFunnels. Like anybody who has the share link on ClickFunnels can load it in their ClickFunnels account. But with Go High Level, a share funnel or other thing is only good on whatever reseller you're using. So we're using Go High Level directly, but anybody who's using a reseller, a private label, white label thing, they can't load that. So
Mm,
right now, Susan and I are working on all the videos to show how to sell your course. So we did the course challenge. So now we're putting together all the videos to show how to um, put up the sales letter, put up the OTO, how to connect Stripe, how to set up the delivery page and stuff. And we made it through the delivery page now yesterday. So now it's going to be all about hooking everything together, hooking in the payment, and then hooking in the autoresponder and all that stuff. So the goal is to have all those videos done by the end of the week. Don't
nice.
hold me to it, but that is the goal, to have that done. Then the next thing we're going to work on is that 5-day challenge that we did for the course creation, the Your Legacy course challenge that we did. We're turning that into a standalone offer that will then be a front end offer for copyingcontent.ai. So not much,
Nice. I like it.
just haven't really been doing a whole lot, but it's been a lot of fun for Susan and I to get down in the trenches and do a step by step tutorial thing again. It's been a good bonding experience. We're still friends. I think we are. She's like, man, I'm not okay. Let's rephrase that. I'm not pissing her off any more than normal. So that's a great thing. Um, and I've, been working out, getting my workouts in. The workouts the last couple, 3 weeks have actually been really good. Nice balance there, Stu. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Waiting for the other shoe to drop. Oh, yeah, this is a transition couple of weeks. Now we're going to get into the running half marathons.
Mm.
So, how about you?
Um. Yeah. A lot more coaching locally. Like there's some things going on at the Naval Academy that I've been very involved with,
Hmm.
which has been fun because they're all getting ready to graduate and getting ready to their final steps before they ship off into the big world. And then
Have
there's
they
a lot
gotten
of
their ship assignments?
yes, yep.
Okay.
And then there's the underclassmen are who have very important summers this summer. Whether they're going to uh, SEAL selection for like it's like SEAL officer selection where they go there for a couple of weeks, and then you got guys that are doing the same thing in the Marines. So it's been pretty busy, but it's been a lot of fun over there. So
Cool.
yep.
Awesome. All right. Well, that's all we got today for the copyingcontent.ai report. If you would like to get your hands on the blog post Super Genie or the LinkedIn About Me/Bio Genie, if you're an elite member already, you have access to those. If you can't find it, just go do a search. in our amazing search bar, and you'll be able to find it. If you're not a member of copycontent.ai, you should be. And I'll tell you why you should be, because June 1st, the price is doubling. So we are doubling the price June 1st. Let me say this again. We are doubling the price June 1st. Now, for existing members, I've always said, wherever you're at, you're grandfathered in at that particular level. We won't raise price on you for that level. So whatever you're paying for Elite right now, you shall forever stay at that level at Elite as far as payment. If you're not a member yet, I feel free at any time to raise the price on you. Now, I'm letting you know that June 1st, we are doubling the price. So there you go. Elite
I tell you,
also,
you've
Susan
added
also,
you've added so much to the avatars or the genies that it's just yeah, it's time.
the other thing is we also, Stu bringing up LinkedIn, and we had Josh on the expert traffic series talking about LinkedIn. We also have the LinkedIn super post. Susan says they do not have access to LinkedIn about me. Hang on, let's bring Susan in here real quick. Oh, Susan, is that okay? Hey, Susan. Um, so I guess since I shot off my mouth, we should give them access to the LinkedIn About Me Genie. So let's give Elite people access to that.
Okay.
Is that okay?
No, it's fine. It'll be
Here's
in
what.
there later today, not
Yeah,
within
yeah,
the next 5 minutes.
yeah. Yes. At some point, in fact, keep your eyes peeled for the Friday update. We'll say it'll be in there by the time we tell you about it on Friday. How about that? That
If
way
I
there's
remember to put it in there.
Ooh, okay. Well, there you go. All right. Well, thank you, Susan.
Mhm.
All right. Well, Stu, I think our work here is done.
I would agree, sir.
But our work for today is not done.
No.
Oh, for but an 11-minute potty break. Then we will be jumping on with our Elite members and mastermind folks in the Genie hacking session on a separate link, which you have received in an email to let you know. And there you go. So those of you who are already members, we'll see in a few minutes on Genie hacking. And then after the Genie hacking session, we will have a quick 30-minute session exclusively for the mastermind folks on the topic of Genie hacking on our private mastermind Zoom. So lots happening in the next 90 minutes. And Stu, appreciate you, man. I'll see you over there on Genie hacking in just a few minutes.
Okie doke.